Thanks for joining us for another edition of VOA's African Hit. I'm Diallo Sanusi Galish Jr., your host from Washington, D.C. Today we are going to talk about UNESCO, Conakry World Books Capital, and of course, present to you the top 5 music video from Africa.
Montei satella Guinea, sa capital è Conakry, son drapeau è jaune, ses devis est trame, réussite et solidarité. Elle est divisée en 4 zones naturelles.
Conakry, World Book Capital City 2017.
My name is Joschka Phillips. I'm a sociologist at the University of Basel, working on Guinea and especially on Conakry's youth. I've written this book, Ambivalent Rage, and when I heard about Conakry being the capital of the book in 2017, I was extremely excited, and this is mainly because Conakry is an extremely exciting place to be. A place of creativity, of resilience, of surprise in many ways, and it's also a place with a lot of poetry. I invite everyone to come to Conakry and discover that poetry.
Hi, my name is Tita Bays. I am with the U.S. Embassy here in Conakry. I am the Public Affairs Officer, and I'm very happy that once again the U.S. Embassy is supporting Conakry World Capital of Books 2017.
Hello, I'm Gabriel Curtis. I'm the head of the Private Investment Promotion Agency of Guinea, and I'm talking to you to support Conakry World Book City Capital 2017-2018. This is an excellent opportunity to discover Guinea, and we will welcome a number of people that would actually experience the richness of our culture, but at the same time also be able to discover our country. And my agency, the Investment Promotion Agency, is fully supportive of this initiative, and we will be there to make this a great success for all the participants. Thank you.
I'm joined in the studio today by Mr. Mr.Bamba, Vice Commissioner of Conakry World Books Capital. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Bamba. How are you doing today?
Thank you. I'm doing very well, and I'm glad to be today with you here at the VOA.
It's an honor to have you here, and more specifically to talk about Conakry World Books Capital, because I'm from Guinea. I was born and grew up in Guinea, and I did not start learning reading till I was 11, 12 years old. So this means a lot to me. But I know for sure it means even more to you. It means even more to young kids in Guinea today. But before we get into the subject, tell us a little bit, what's Conakry? Where is Conakry? Because people get confused when they hear Conakry, and especially Guinea, the country first. Mm-hmm. When they hear Guinea, they kind of confused between Guinea Equatorial, Guinea-Bissau. Tell us about Conakry.
Mm-hmm. Yes, probably it's very important to first tell our viewers where Guinea is. Mm-hmm. Guinea, so it's the Republic of Guinea. It's located in West Africa, and it has an estimated population of 12 plus millions. Okay. And it's bordering Mali, Senegal, Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and then the Atlantic Ocean. Of course, also Guinea-Bissau. So the country is Guinea. It's not Guinea-Bissau. And as I said again, it's in West Africa. The capital city of Guinea is Conakry.
All right. Now tell us what this means to Guinea, actually. I mean to Conakry. What it means to Conakry.
Okay. The selection of Conakry as the UNESCO World Book Capital 2017 means a lot to the city of Conakry and to Guinea as a country. So number one, this will be an event that will help young people to get even more interest into reading, education, and literacy in general. So, and this is one of the very first event that Guinea is organizing of global magnitude.
Okay.
So it's important.
Okay. Now you have been nominated as a Vice Commissioner of Conakry World Books Capital 2017 North America. So tell us about some of the activities that you have accomplished, some of the things that you have accomplished so far. What are you currently doing to promote that event?
So yeah, I'm the Vice Commissioner for North of America of Conakry World Book Capital 2017. So this means that on a voluntary basis, I go everywhere in the U.S. and in Canada and talk to institutions, to organizations, to individuals, to people of the book industry about the event, because no one, very few people are aware of what a UNESCO World Book Capital is, and also what the event for Conakry and when is that event. So I promote, I talk about this, I introduce, and I seek partnership with all those organizations.
And tell me, I've seen you out there in different places promoting this event. And I know for sure it's not just, this event doesn't just regard Guinea. On that day of April 23rd, 2017, I know the focus is going to be in Guinea. But what's going to happen in Guinea? What people who are booking flight right now to to attend this event in 2017, what can they expect from this event?
Yeah, probably if I can take you back before I answer this last question.
Sure.
So in North America, particularly in the U.S., what we have done so far this year is, number one, we held one promotional event of a Conakry World Book Capital at the University of Los Angeles, University of California in Los Angeles, UCLA, and that was February 25th, 2016, where we had a gathering of people from the educational sector, diplomats, students, Africans, American, and the event was well received. So beside that, we've also held recently this month of October, October 13th, we had an event at GW, which is the George Washington University here in Washington, D.C., where we gathered again with diplomats, students, non-profit organizations, Guinean and American, as well as the African diaspora. So we promoted at that last event, we were holding the event for donation to build a library in Conakry, which will help to provide a sustainable impact of the event, so that after Conakry World Book Capital 2017, so there are marks of this event. So people will remember, oh, because of the event, we had 1, 2, 3 libraries. Right. So, and then we also collected a good number of books. Namely, we received a 20-foot container full of French books, and additional donation were collected. About 2,500 were collected toward the building of the library. Okay. So I wanted to first give those answers, and then going back to the last question you asked. The question was, what will happen in Guinea in 2017? One thing we have to remember, the event, the Conakry World Book Capital, is a one-year event. It will start on April 23rd, 2017, and will end April 22nd, 2018. So of this year, there are 6 days inaugural activities. 3 days in Conakry, where April 23rd, 4th, and 5th, there will be a gathering of authors, of writers, of the book industry, the government of Guinea, international partners, non-for-profit organization, institution, UNESCO itself. Right. So they will be all gathering in Conakry to promote books, education, and literacy. Yes.
Right. And now you mentioned about 6 days of activity. What are those activities actually?
Yeah, so those activities will be, for example, you have panels every year. Just for your information, Guinea has been celebrating the 72 hours of reading, called in French 72 heures du livre. So that started in 2008. That's actually the event that helped Conakry to be designated as the UNESCO World Book Capital 2017. So during the inaugural part, what will happen is you have panels that will be talking about books, books and development, books and migration. Last year, for example, this year, the event, the 72 hours of reading of this year was, the theme was books and mines, for example, like books and mining, like bauxite, gold, because Guinea has a lot of those. We had panelists who came and really gave very good conferences to the attendees, and it was very, very informative.
Right.
So we will have those kind of events.
Mr. Bamba, as you know, this is a musical countdown show. We are live, and we talk. Let's get into music now. Let's talk about music and reading. I have checked the website of Conakry World Books Capital. I've not spoke French yet, so let me say this: Conakry, capitale mondiale du livre. And what I have noticed is actually books has been associated to sport, associated to mind, like you mentioned earlier, but we don't hear that often. Books and music, books and artists, musician. But one thing is clear: I believe that musicians tend to be more as author than athlete, because they write their song, they read their song, you know. So what this event has for musician? What musician can expect from Conakry World Books Capital?
Excellent question. Thank you, Mr. Diallo. I believe that Conakry World Book Capital being an event of UNESCO, and UNESCO stands for the United Nations Education, Science, Cultural Organization. So music comes under culture. So Guinea, as we know, since '58, has been one of the pioneers, one of the leaders in terms of culture on the African continent and particularly in West Africa. So yes, musicians are an integral part to this event. As a matter of fact, we have a surprise for the attendees next year. We are preparing very, very serious hymns for Conakry World Book Capital, or Conakry Capitale Mondiale du Livre, just to make it a little bit French here.
Right.
So we have artists who are actively participating, preparing songs to encourage the young people, the population at large, to get interest and to read books. So musicians definitely will be participating. There will be activities throughout the year where musicians will be actively doing things. And the complete schedule, program of the event will be coming out soon, and we'll post it on our website, which I will give at the end of the show.
Well said, well said. And we are expecting. I know there's a lot of musicians watching us right now, right? You guys are expecting to infer something from this nomination of Conakry World Books Capital. Now, we all know that the educational system of Guinea, à l'instar de many other countries in Africa, is broken. And today, Conakry has been nominated as a World Books Capital. How can this nomination really contribute to the improvement of the Guinean educational system, but not just in Conakry as a capital, but going from Conakry all the way to the village, the classroom in Poredaka, Sankarila?
Yes, I believe the event of Conakry World Book Capital will be an incentive, and is an event that will actually put education, books, literacy at the forefront. And what has been done so far, the Guinean authors, you have Association of Guinean Authors, of Guinean Writers, and all the schools, or most of the schools in Conakry itself, are very active to the event. As a matter of fact, this year's 72 hours of reading, I was there myself, and I saw a lot of excitement from the young student from primary school, secondary, and higher education, they were all here, and I mean they were all there, and they were all very active. So to really answer your question, I believe Conakry World Book Capital will actually contribute big time to the increase of education, like the percentage of student in terms of female, like girls, and also boys. And the one objective of Conakry World Book Capital is to increase the literacy rate, which in Guinea currently stands at about 40%.
40%.
So and the majority, more than 50% of the Guinean population is youth. Is the young population. So we believe that there's a great potential here to use Conakry World Capital event to encourage young people to really get to reading, and the other way also that will be helping is effectively by building these libraries, where we want to build one library per city, and we believe that with this, young people will have a chance to go and learn using physical books, using electronic books, and so there will be a great impact.
Now, Mr. Bamba, can you please break it down a little bit, that 40% of literacy rate between girls and boys? Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's actually a tougher question. I did not actually bring the breakdown between boys and girls, but I can give you the following. From the UN data, which is available online, data.un.org. Here are following facts regarding educational statistics in Guinea. For example, the gross enrollment for primary education is the following: 83% of girls versus 98% of boys are schooled. And then for secondary education, you have 30.7% of girls versus 46.8% of boys who attend secondary education. And all these data I'm giving are of year 2014. And then for higher education, which they call tertiary education, the enrollment per 100 person, you have 6.7 girls versus 14.9 boys who attend college or university. And then, of course, the literacy rate, as I already said, is 40%. Unfortunately, I don't have the breakdown, girls and boys, for the literacy rate. But here's one thing I wanted to add in addition. Conakry World Book Capital, being an event for Conakry and for Guinea and for the whole world, what we have done so far, because usually you want to act and so that people can see what you are doing. If you count today the number of ambassadors, because the event designate ambassadors who volunteer to go promote Conakry World Book Capital. I can, sitting here, one of the vice commissioner is a girl, is a lady, and then we have probably about 4 ambassadors already. I'm here. I remember Ambassador Hawa Barry Diallo, who is here with us, of Miss Guinea North America. We have Ambassador Jaka Kamara, who is a very famous journalist from Guinea. We have Kultumi Diallo, who is an ambassador who lives in Canada. And we have many others. And I'm sorry for the one who I have not named here, but we have a lot of women and girls who are already very involved, and we believe that this will encourage other girls to follow suit. So
definitely. And you mentioned something about ambassador, but I want to talk about ambassadors of goodwill, because we all know that such a project definitely demand a lot of money, you know, to invest, and that's one of the reasons why you guys are looking for partners, you know. And we have millions of people watching us right now around the world. What can you tell to a goodwill ambassador, to people, to donors, people who can help and sponsor this event as well? What can you tell them? How can you convince them in order to join this project?
I believe that Conakry World Book Capital for the country of Guinea is very important, and it is here as an event in support of education. As we know, education is definitely, I believe, one of the best and surest way to development, to sustainable development. So because of this, also the education that we are discussing here is education about values that we all believe in, that are not to get people to go extremist, but education that will actually help them to help their country to contribute to the development of Guinea. So sustaining, like helping and donating for the building of libraries in Guinea will definitely go a long way. So that's why this morning I invite each and every one of our viewers and even beyond to actually contribute to the project that we have. We have one project already online with the Guinean Alliance for Education and Development Guide, and the website is very easy. We'll give it at the end. Otherwise, go to .gg/24263, but we'll have this on your website so people can quickly and easily access it. So again, I invite all of you to join hand with us to provide support so that we can build these libraries. And when we build this, it's not only important for Guinea, it's important for Africa and important for the world, because most of the time when they talk today about Guinea and Africa, it's usually negative. So this is one factor, one event that we can use to promote and show a different image of Africa.
Especially with everything going on around the world with the terrorism and how the ability to change younger generation mind, kids' mind, who definitely are not going to school because they have nothing to do, so they end up in the hands of those gangs. So definitely that's I think that's relevant, and this event needs to be promoted. And talking about partnership, I thought about bringing one of your main partners.
Yes.
Because they are. It's GAED, Guinean Alliance for Education and Development. I have the president here with me today. We also going to have him, so we can discuss more about the partnership between Guinean Alliance for Education and Development and Conakry World Books Capital. Meanwhile, I want to thank you for your time, and we hope to see you soon in Guinea-Conakry.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, thank you. One last thing. Again, you are going to add this to your website.
Sure.
But I invite all our viewers to go to Conakry worldbookcapital.org. From there, you can access our Facebook. You can access our Twitter. You can also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Thank you again for having me this morning.
It's a pleasure.